In case you weren't here earlier, this map is gigantic. This map has 5 gold mines for every player. 5 extra gold mines. So 6 gold mines in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 red spots. 1 of them unique. 2 of them mirrored. And then we got shop, tavern, lab, and merc. I got it. Plus a shipyard. Yeah, shipyard. Nice to see. So, Neutron, as I said before, was one of the judges. He knows this map and he can show us the mercenaries. Let's see about that. Ogre Mauler, Dragon Spawn, and a Shadow Priest. This looks strong. But with Wisp support and maybe Merc support, this might be okay. If Sheik figures out what's happening though, he was very aggressive early on. The entire tournament so far. This looks like an FFA map. I feel like it plays like an FFA map as well. What does the shipyard do? It gives you ships. And then you can go sailing. I'm sailing away. Na 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 na. So, what are the mercs? Is there anything usable here? I can't... Like, I've been watching this game for 22 years, right? I can't differentiate the merc camps. I'm sorry. I'm too dumb. I can't remember this. It's just a blank spot. But, we got a Tusker Healer. That's a custom model, isn't it? That must be a custom model. Is it? Well, he's healing. And Sheik is a pro... No? It's a regular one. Oh yeah, you can't really change the merc camps, right? Yo, 25 average damage. He's a melee damage dealer though. That's a bit odd, isn't it? Dude, Neutron's creep route seems to be very elaborated. This could be an FFA style game. Both are insane at FFA. I wonder what this guy cost, because he's strong. I mean, he's very fragile.
The player's forces are under attack.
But yo, like, this creep route looks absolutely insane. He's level 3 already. Sheik is here now though. Yo, if this is how you creep on this map, that's sick. Sheik knows about this expo. His tech has further progressed, obviously. And that could be a huge win. There's no way to not cancel this, is there? Always the question, at what cost? And I gotta say, it's not too many cost. It's like...
The player's forces are under attack.
So, all this preparation, that nice little creep route, all disrupted when Sheik just crossed the map and said, let's fight. And Neutron wasn't ready yet. Ouch. But with a level 3 keeper and especially with Night Elf on macro maps, There's always a chance to come back. Yeah, I mean, if you're given the time, this camp into this camp into this camp, this is obviously insane. And that's a little bit like we said, this could be an FFA map, but in FFA there's like unwritten rules that you establish 2 maps, 2 expansions, and you don't fight for a long time. That's not the case in one-on-one. Like there's no rules in one-on-one. Gambling for another expansion, not the case. So the Panda is supposed to be the carry again, and that's a good call, because Sheik is going for Garks. Panda always a very solid one against Garks. Yeah, if these guys play an FFA style game in a one-on-one, we are in for a treat. I got a feeling that everyone seems a bit rushed. This looks great, by the way. Good snipe by Sheik, getting stuff done with little impact. Oh, the Gogs are at home. Almost missed it. And that's a cancel. Shredder is helping already. There was an early purchase. Neutron ideally would try to expand here and here at the same time, I guess, but can't have it all, just most of them.
A player's forces are under attack.
FFA style equals 2 hours long. Not necessarily, as there's no 3-way. Like usually what prolongs FFA games is a 3-way where one guy helps the other. Rather think of like Tri-Hero, ultra late game, all the upgrades, high level with ultimates. That kind of FFA style. Shorty! Thank you for the 22-month resub, mate. Ouch! Coil Nova hurts, as always. And the expo on the left-hand side was cancelled again. It is a problematic game for Neutron, to say the least. 2 expos cancelled. Panda not level 3. And this is what makes Garg super strong on this map. Dude, if you don't have Gargs, redo on the Blue Drake. Pretty strong. And I'm surprised that Sheik, who again is also an FFA player, is not playing this more macro. I'm fairly sure that Happy would have expanded like 3 times already. Because he can. Map allows it. He does it on Lost Temple. Obviously also a big macro map. What happens if the occupants of a full ship is sunk over low-level water? Nothing really, so they don't get the dizziness that you know from Zeppelins. So they just pop out of the ship. Another red spot, like that's pretty insane. Gargs on this map and also on Dragonblight. Pretty insane. You take the big one out in seconds with the Gargs, and you have a health fountain. Not bad. Unbroken Rager. Whoo, tier 3 unlocked. Neutron is very, very broke. Still on tier 2. Finally able to get that second base up. He wanted to do this for 7 minutes now.
A player's forces are under attack.
DK double Sobi. Passed it over. Sorry. Missed it. Lumber seems fine. Never pushed upkeep. No one did. Now it might be time for a counter expansion. Heal scrolls look great. So that is a lot of open expansions, which both players can abuse, quote unquote, and expand just a lot. Lumber here seems a lot better, by the way, than on Melting Pot. Solid harass, but Garg's still good. That's a lot of ghouls. Keeper has... Oh, wait, he staffed back already, right? Yeah, I thought for a second he cancelled that staff, but nope. Yeah, good luck. There's Nature's Blessing, but no repair on that AP. Of course, an invite for a Nova. Didn't protect much. Would have thought that he learned something. So, Sheik, can you dodge the Drunken Haze Breath of Fire? Nope. Oh, but he can't surround that panda, though. He got a heal scroll. Doesn't want to use it on just one unit. And that's Floodgates open. That might be an Expo killed again. Sir Kato! Thank you very much for buying a hoodie. Hope it keeps you warm in the winter. Love to see people buying our merch and represent us in public.
A player's forces are under attack.
Kato, one of the sickest supporters for us for like 10 years straight. How you noticed that? Well, I get a notification for every purchase, so and that's that. Gotta reward you guys. There's a reason he's called Sir Kato. To me, he's King Kato. So, Neutron still struggling. Like, this is so weird. Like, obviously, map makers want people to expand a lot and macro a lot, etc. But no, Sheik just refuses. Like, let's play one base, I don't care.
A town is under siege.
And both harass each other as much as they possibly can. Panda's getting pretty scary. Thing is,
a player's forces are under attack.
There's always two armies, and that's what I like about these macro maps. You gotta multitask a lot more. He's constantly finding targets.
A town is under siege.
Four 3 against 4-4. Like, this is an absurdly stacked Sheik, by the way. He could get up to plus 24 with claws alone. Not uncommon. Like, we've seen this before, but still sick. Okay, we do have a long game. It doesn't really feel like we've reached late game. Clearly, Neutron was inviting Sheik to lots of expansions and play super heavy macro. Sheik just, no, we play whack-a-mole, dude. Ah, Dreadlord third, yes. Kind of expected this a bit earlier. But there was no real reason to, because Neutron wasn't going air. Sleep always good, but now there's little to creep. Oh, okay. For Drake Nostrum standards, there's little to creep left. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orange spots on Sheik's side of the map, which is insane. Nope, plus 25. So this is where these games get a little dull. If it's such a big map and we're playing one base. Expo killed again. Number 4, number 5. I don't know. It's always good if there's that's a fine line of map making, right? Ideally, you always want to give the player something to do, but on the other side, you want to create objectives. So they fight for these objectives and not just do player versus environment. And I feel like there's no real objective to compete for on this map. I mean, in theory, marketplace, but everything else is mirrored. So, let's see. 10 supply lead. Nice little sleep. Drunken Haze is always good. Dodges it. Now, heal scroll. We got 2 left. Yeah, this is almost unwinnable for Neutron, I'd say. He has an AP, got the Moonwells. The Panda has to connect, and he does now. So maybe the home turf advantage was a little too strong. If the Panda's not getting nuked. The first sleep was real good. The second one, not so much. And Neutron might be doing it as well. Or again. But both are running out of gold soon. Which is a bit odd. Also, Vamp Aura. Okay, with A-bombs. Makes sense. Yeah, I think the game of Sheik vs Hippo was better advertisement for this map than this one. Neutron tried to, but great guard play, and it's not that easy to keep track of all the Night Elf expansions on a big map like this. So shout out to Sheik for doing that, but maybe getting a little impatient, and now he has exactly the gold to build one haunted gold mine. And then that's maybe it.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now you gotta find a space where you can expand when Neutron can't find him. That is tough. At the same time, the tree was walking across to the natural. Of course, you expect your opponent at the natural first. That was checked. Gargs are like fairies, but actually kill units. Okay, next time I use stone form next to a priest, I want to see how that kills anything. Thank you for some great input. Nice spell. So this time, no home turf. No moon wells. But yeah, this is problematic if Sheik loses that gold mine. He can still sell items, like a lot of them! Yo, there was no staff, no TP. That's maybe a bit aggressive. Dryad's still kind of okay. But yeah, Panda's carrying, huh? Another breath? Maybe? No, sleep. Good coils by Sheik. It's a fun game now. When they fight. Neutron's very, very poor though.
A player's forces are under attack.
The flip! Thank you very much for the sub. So hyped for Rara, no words to appreciate all the work and dedication put into this game. Love what you do every day, Neo Remo Carson. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice little shredder harass. He prepared that before. But yeah, being down in supply and having no keeper is an issue. And that might be game over. Can Panda level 6 maybe change something? And the question is, of course, how do you get to that level 6? Oh, Shredder exploded. So that is Neutron's last income, as this was his main already. He's trying to get the Keeper back. So this is now some FFA survival skills. You see it at Sheik is already going for a backup expansion. So this can't be all in. Good distraction by Neutron. A little poking here. Love a little story from chat, by the way. Rezamoon was here earlier saying, oh, I love this tournament so much with the new maps. Nobody is balance whining and chat is all so fun and interesting. And here comes a count create. Night Elf can't do this, Night Elf can't do that. Just watch it, the Gargs, they just win. Me, undead strong, Night Elf weak. Just funny.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
So Neutron is still fighting and still denying mining. Like, this is pretty commendable. Even forces a sell of the haunted gold mine with just a few dryads. This was very well thought out. But that might be the end. No staff, no TP. Just ring around the fountain. But yeah. 26-minute game. No staff. That hurts. Sweet. Wait. No! Almost got the revenge kill. But yeah, the panda was supposed to be the carry, and that's not doable now. And you can't bring him back because there's no gold. But you gotta respect the scouting of Sheik. Like, there's 5 options on the side of your opponent to expand. And he scouted it every single time in no time. That was sick. So, can't even sell items anymore, really, because the keeper only has a circlet. Yikes. Where you get your music tickets from? Ticks for gigs, or unfortunately, Eventim if I have to. So if Sheik just sits on this expansion, he's winning the game, isn't he? Or am I missing something? No, it's nothing entangled. Keeper 6. Can't really win you a game, I feel.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can he win with treant attacks? Not really if you park destroyers here. That would probably be the only way. Send treants constantly, but if there's the spell, what does it? And Sheik still has half full inventory. Some stuff that is really cool, but he doesn't really need, like so many claws, flute. It's nice to have, you know, but it's not essential for survival. Rather, get more acolytes, get the gold in, fortify. How'd he get the panda back?
A player's forces are under attack.
What? What did I miss? Was he? There was nothing to creep anymore. Was there? He sold the ring? No, he only had a circlet, right? Did I not take a look at the keeper and saw that there was only a circlet? Okay, it's been 7.5 hours though. Maybe I didn't see the resurrection. Sorry about that. I was 100% sure he couldn't get the panda back. So there might be a chance. He only had the circle left after selling items. Ah, then I completely missed the revive, sorry. That changes things a bit. But only a bit. Can't nuke dryads, of course, that's pretty sweet. You'd love to have fairies now, by the way. But Yeah, that's winnable. If you play your cards right.
Players' forces are under attack.
Thanks, chat, for helping me out, by the way. It's very lovely. There is a Narrow Tower. That's annoying. Destroyers out of the fight. Gargs falling as well. Disease Cloud is, of course, great. But there's also heal fountains. Not too sure if you have to engage into this fight now. But if you do, you're gonna lose. The idea was nice to distract. Use the Treants, but the 2 destroyers were not part of that fight anymore. Panda dies again. GG. Yeah, that was not cards played right. I mean, Sheik didn't allow it, really. 31-minute game. And Sheik mostly on one base the entire time. The Garg Harass... wow. Garg Harass was great. Definitely worked. Harass worked. It's not like you get a free expansion. But Sheik was also rushing across. Investing his time. And then he cancelled expansion after expansion after expansion. And Neutron was never really able to... get to the critical mass. Once this expansion starts mining, and you got a lot of gold, you can expand like 4 times. No problem. On this map especially. But gotta need the initial funding. And we couldn't have that. So, I'm really curious how this has been played now. Because our next map is once again Melting Pot. 1-0 for Sheik. So, with the lumber isn't that far away at the start. This is okay. Is that just so different at the bottom? This seems okay. This seems okay. At first, at least. Last game, we thought that you have to start with like a graveyard. Yeah, we see Gargs more and more, which is of course an influence of bigger maps. And I'm really not sure if we want Gargs in our metagame, guys. I really don't. I'm not sure. We got a keeper again. Melting Pod. The one with the lava. Love to see it. So I'm mostly interested in Neutron's creep routes, because they seem pretty sick.
A player's forces are under attack.
I guess this has been the established one for both Neutron and Dice. To take the archers away, as well as the mini lava spawn. So does this doesn't really open anything up, right? And I doubt that this is a lot of XP. But you have to invest a wisp
A player's forces are under attack.
and lose a lot of your health. It's not the greatest start, per se. In the meantime, this is prepped with the investment of DK HP. First time in a long while that Sheik is not harassing immediately.
player's forces are under attack.
Feels like a bit Northern Isle-y, but slower this early game. Who created these maps? Are they available for everyone? Yep, there is links to the maps on our socials.
Player's forces are under attack.
Definitely on Twitter and Discord. I think I shared them on Facebook and Instagram as well. Just realized that lots of the creeps don't leave corpses. True. Nostrakar, I'm surprised that took you 3 maps as a Crypt Lord aficionado. Burrow Rush with 100 bits. Good afternoon. Thank you. Ooh. Tree here, out in the open. He tried to be sneaky, but it doesn't really work. And more ghouls coming with tech on the way. So, pretty similar to what we've seen before. Newton trying to expand, Sheik trying to punish that. And yeah, this is still a relatively tough camp. And if there's 5 ghouls here, I really struggle to see how this is supposed to be successful without level 2. Oh, the camp is gone, of course. I'm an idiot. I thought there's more left. Yeah, seeing that... How are you supposed to play as human? This looks a bit too hard. Panda second again. And Sheik got what he wanted to. Maybe it's because creep routes aren't optimized, but on these maps it feels like everything is very far apart. Or a lot, at least. In the beginning, at least. But as always, when we see new maps, we learn something. What works, what doesn't work. Lava doesn't do damage now. But you can't walk it across it. But with these late game, with these macro games, Sheik has no problem keeping this one base. Again, lots of scouting necessary. Ooh, is he pulling a wisp to expand or to detonate the redo? Wait, it's not casting redo? Ah, there we go. Oh, being caught here is crazy. I mean, we have the all-seeing eye. It's really not that simple to find your opponent all the time on these macro maps like Sheik is doing. Funny elevations? Yeah! This looks really odd at times. This looks awesome again. Love the fog. FPS minus 100 probably, especially in Reforged. But yeah, we played the whack-a-mole game again. Well, that creep took forever to die. That's what people said about the Furbolg Shaman on Springtime as well, in the early stages of Springtime.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then it kind of disappeared. I feel like it's hard for the map makers to give creeps abilities. Or to find creeps with abilities that are creepable. Because a lot of people complain about Frost Armor. And Reju. And Devour and stuff like that. But due to the limitation of melee, of a ladder map having to be a melee map, they can't really do whatever they want, right? And create custom creeps or anything. So they are very, very limited. I like that they want to introduce more variety though. With the Magnetor Reaper that was introduced, Northern Isles, etc. So this must feel very frustrating for them. And they proposed a list already with changes to merc camps and creeps, etc. But unfortunately, nobody listened. Yeah. If it's a full custom map, it would be a lot more fun. Yep. I have been a proponent of that for a long time. But I do see the downsides. I mean, look at the NBC game map making scandal. So that is a bit of an issue. As you can manipulate, like if it's not marked as a melee map, you could manipulate the balance as well and few people would notice. So yeah, that's a problem. This time we don't do Gargs though. Interesting. Sheik, despite his FFA knowledge and experience, not a fan of expansions, especially against the Keeper. It is hard. Not too sure how I feel about this map going up and down a lot. It creates a weird perspective. Just from, like, as a viewer. I don't really feel at home, you know? But that's just us being a very, very, very conservative community. Just have to get used to it. So we might have one of the final fights here. Neutron seemingly holding for now. Good pressure on the DK, but Panda's in trouble. This time we got staffs though, and that changes a lot. Unfortunately, the Panda doesn't have a tally, so he can't get back into the fight. So what's stopping Sheik? So much piercing damage. Oy, oy, oy. What was the NBC game scandal? There was a televised tournament in Korea and the map makers changed the values of units. For example, grunts get more HP regeneration, but ever so slightly that you wouldn't notice it with an observing eye. So it's not like the damage, like nothing that was displayed was changed. Just, you know, passive stuff. There's a Liquipedia page. Yep, thank you, Miyagi. Oops! Keeper is gone, Panda is gone. And Sheik continues to own with his one base style. Pretty overwhelming. Again, did a great job in keeping these expos low. Neutron's creep route. Crowds. Not working out. And that is Sheik with a 2-0. I think that means that we are getting the expected outcome of the group so far. With Dice winning the group, Sheik confirmed second place. And Hippo also lost to Dice. That has been confirmed now as well. Dice won, perfect score. Sheik second, 2-1. Neutron 1-2. And Hippo unfortunately eliminated. This gives us the first part of the bracket. With Dice being in the semifinal, I assume Neutron is ending up here in the quarters and Sheik here at the bottom.